block a little bit. They say my mother, but turning my brother into a crack baby. Hey, everybody know that part. Everybody know that part. They didn't even know you fed up. You gotta get head up. Things are gonna get easier. Hey, yo, Carolina Panther Nation. We gotta keep our head up, baby. I told y'all that when we went down after week 2 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This your boy Mike Ricks, man, a.k.a. Panther Mike 07. Follow me on Twitter at Mike Ricks 07. Nah, man, make sure that y'all go subscribe, like, share, all that stuff, man, to our Facebook page, man. I'm trying to get this thing popping for y'all. The NFC South versus the NFL. You can also do that on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, man, type in NFC South versus the NFL, and I promise you, you're going to pull us up. And then just subscribe, like, share, all the other good stuff, man. You can also search on Sports Conference Network. But I'm part of your team of the NFC South versus the NFL, the Carolina Panthers representative. I ain't got my hat on today right now, man, but you know, it's all good. But let's talk about this. Meet me in the London game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right? Yo, we owe them, Panther Nation. We owe them for coming into Bank of America Stadium and stealing one. We let them off the hook. Yeah, y'all, we let them off the hook. Football is a game of inches, and we were inches away, y'all, from becoming 1-1 and possibly being in this position of being, 4-1 right now, and possibly heading to 5-1. But without that loss, man, Cam Newton may not have taken a seat and decided to rest to allow Kyle Allen in. He may have done more harm than good in the long run. So all things happen for a reason, and I truly believe that. Let's talk about this game. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in London versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The national media right now seems to be favoring Tampa for some strange reason. I guess because Tampa hasn't lost in a game and lost back-to-back games, I guess I should say. So they're expecting Tampa to have a bounce-back game, I guess. And I'm also break down a little something that they probably are feeling. And hopefully after this video, y'all will have a little bit more confidence, Panther Nation. Because y'all understand, I do live in the Charlotte region. So I have 610 The Fan. Shout out to y'all. Mac and T-Bone I was listening to. And Carolina Panthers weren't too excited about this. Like they didn't have a lot of, you feel good about this victory. Y'all, I feel super good about it. And I haven't been wrong pretty much yet. Maybe the Tampa game, I was kind of, but for the most part, man, when I've done these ride-alongs, I've been kind of dead on. So let's hope that it continues. But if it doesn't, oh well, man. But let's talk about this. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is one of the best defenses against the run. I will give them that. They are very stout with Ndamukong Suh. They are very stout with Villa. William Golston is a slept-on player. They got guys that can really stuff the run. Levante David, fly around, make tackles. They got really good guys that can stuff the run. They held C-Mac to his season low right now, so that is something that we have to be concerned about. But on the contrary, they have the worst pass defense. And I know what y'all are saying. Oh, but we're a run-first team. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We are a run-first team. That's what we do. Carolina Panthers run the football. But let's talk about this for a minute, guys and ladies. The Carolina Panthers ran the ball a lot these last 2 weeks because we were playing against two opponents that were really, much better against the pass, and especially to try to slow down that hellacious pass rush from the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jags. That's the reason why we ran the ball as much as we did, which made sense. We got to play to our opposing team's weakness and play to our strengths. So we ran the ball. But let's go back a couple weeks. I know it doesn't seem like, we're in the life of the now. And even though it was just 2-3 weeks ago, sometimes we forget about a 4-touchdown, almost 300-yard game for Kyle Allen looks like. And that was playing against one of the bottom 3 secondary or pass defenses in the Arizona Cardinals. So I believe this game right here is a Kyle Allen game. And I know most Panther fans I shouldn't say most, but there's a good amount of Panther fans that are a little nervous because, wow, we're going to have to rely on Kyle Allen. Somewhat. We're just going to have to rely on Kyle Allen to beat Kyle Allen. We're going to rely on our playmakers. That's what that is. We go back and watch that Week 2 game. I know things are going to change, but man, we had so many wide open receivers. It was ridiculous. We got on their side of the field 9 times in a game. That's ridiculous to only have 4 field goals to show for it. Come on, y'all. Yeah, hey, look. This is a different brand of football team. So, and Cam missed probably like 7 or 8 shots where he just missed them. And yeah, he was getting rocked. But that was when Darrell Williams was at our left tackle position. And since we've made those adjustments, not saying that there haven't been pressure, but it hasn't been nowhere near the pressure it was the first 2 weeks. So we've upgraded our offensive line. And then we got guys that were hurt a little bit coming back into the season that had to get back going in Matthew Paradis and Darrell Williams and some of these other guys. They had to step up and they worked their way and they're playing actually really good. So I feel confident in this offensive line that we can be able to sit back there, throw the ball, get it in our playmakers' hands, and let them make plays. I really believe that we're going to eat them alive defensively because I saw the frustration. As someone that played the position as a wide receiver, and I'm not saying I was, all world and all this and that, but I was pretty decent. That's a frustrating thing to do, and you can beat who's ever out there, and you're toasting them and you're just lighting them up, killing them, and the quarterback can't get you the ball. It's very frustrating, and I saw that in those guys Week 2. They were extremely frustrated. Now, they love Cam. They were just frustrated that they couldn't get the ball. And Kyle Allen's a quarterback that can get them the ball. So I expect them to really, really, really come out here and have a big game. So I look forward to the Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore show. Jarius Wright's going to do his thing, and Greg Olsen got off against him last time. I believe he had over 100 yards. So be on the lookout for that, Panther Nation. Defensively, all we got to do is make sure that we bottle up this run. Bradbury, you do what you do against Mike Evans like you always do. Action Jackson, you got to do a better job with your technique against Chris Godwin, because Chris Godwin has been eating you up. And I don't think we're going to be able to stop him, but hopefully we can slow him down some. But I don't think Chris Godwin can beat us alone. So we can stop the run and get them down early. Meaning, if we can put up points and not allow them to put up points and have them chasing us, they're in a world of trouble because they're not a team made up to be able to play from behind. They haven't have to do that pretty much all season. Maybe Week 1, and look what happened. And then they had to play against the Saints, and look what happened. They're not a team that have to play from behind. They like to lead. Whenever they got their wins, they pretty much jumped on it or kept it even keel, and then they jumped on the team, and the team had to play from behind to try to catch up with them to try to win. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we will be able to get after Jameis. They're going to be very smart. They're going to do their best to try to limit our pass rush, especially with them having 2 offensive linemen starters out. Excuse me, y'all. I'm professional. I'm getting over a cold, y'all. Remember that. So, get a little dry-mouthed. But, yeah, so I think they're going to be smart. They are going to try to stick to the run, but as long as we do our job, get them down early, then they have to pass, and then Jameis lighting that ball up. I think he's going to give us a gift or two. And we're going to come out with this win, man. We are going to win by at least 7 or more points. I think it's going to be a fun game for the Carolina Panthers. We were down there early, which I like. Love the fact that we were down there early so that way we can get adjusted. So we'll be ready for this game. We can't go down 0-2. I know we know the importance of this game. And not saying that Tampa doesn't know the importance of this game, but they already have a divisional win. This is a road game. It's kind of tough for them during this stretch. If they lose this one, okay, all right. They got one already against us. They got two against the Falcons. They got another one against the Saints. They feel like they can possibly bounce back. We can't afford a loss here. We have to get this win. It is more important for us to get this win, and we're going to show it in our play. Like I said, we will win by 7 or more points. C-Mac will get off, but it will get off more in the passing game, not the rushing game. They probably will limit him to about 50, maybe 60-something yards rushing, but I think he'll have about 80-some yards receiving, something like that. So he's still going to go over about $130, $140. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Support the channel, y'all. Please, please, please. We appreciate everything that you all have done for us so far. I got to understand we young in this thing, man. We just got started at the beginning of this season, and it's something that we want to give out to the NFC South that doesn't get as much love as it deserves. It's one of the best conferences in football. So that's what we're doing, and we appreciate that, man. But once again, this is your boy, Mike Ricks, a.k.a. Panther Mike 07. Follow me on Twitter at MikeRicks07. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we're going to keep pounding, baby. I'm out.